Alright, today I want to talk about what happened in January the 20th. Joe Biden is now the president, and that is the last of Donald Trump. So far, the previous president, Donald Trump, has caused a lot of chaos, and he has done something no other president in modern history has ever done. Donald Trump has said derogatory terms about people from Mexico and people from different minorities and from a different religion. Most importantly, he has been trying to divide the people up based on where they're from, their religion, color, gender, the nationality, and so on. Donald Trump, overall, is also a pathological liar. He's lied about many things. He has made promises that he never intended to keep. He made promises that he said he was a different type of Republican. He said he would not cut Social Security, Medicare, and despite that, he has made massive cuts to Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and the Affordable Care Act. Donald Trump has lied about a lot of things, that he would not start a war, and overall he ended up ripping the Iran nuclear deal and started a war in Iran. And so far, Donald Trump, he has downplayed coronavirus. He has not taken it seriously, and he has made claims and saying that the coronavirus is going to go away, and that with the heat it would go away. When he said that, it wasn't true. The coronavirus spreads regardless of the weather, regardless of what temperature it is, it spreads around. So Donald Trump has lied about the coronavirus pandemic, and Donald Trump overall has refused to believe that climate change is real, and has refused to take it seriously. The thing is about climate change is that it is caused by greenhouse gases emissions such as excess amount of carbon dioxide, methane, that is due to excessive emissions and burning fossil fuels, and as a result it's causing the polar ice caps to melt, causing massive flooding, and as a result there have been warmer winters and massive heat waves, and as a result this has caused massive consequences such as droughts and the Australian bushfires so far, and as a result of those fires in Australia, this has caused animals such as the koala bears to be at a risk of extinction, as not just because of the bushfires, but as a result of heat waves and climate change. And Donald Trump overall is not just a racist, a sexist, a religious bigot. He is also a white supremacist, because Donald Trump has retweeted videos supporting white supremacist content, and at Charlottesville he described the people as very fine people, and he only condemned it after he described them as fine people. The thing is, a president can't say they're very fine people and then condemn it. He has to condemn it straight away without phrasing them. Donald Trump has, since his policies are disastrous and he has not only condoned white supremacy or showed support to those who support white supremacy, Donald Trump, he has deported a lot of people, and as a result, kids are being separated from their loved ones as a result of Donald Trump's policies on deportation. And despite that, Donald Trump has lied about a lot of things about minorities, people from different background or religion. As a result of Donald Trump's policies, this has resulted in consequences like in what happened with George Floyd. There was a tragedy, and that was due to systemic racism, and when the officer put a knee on him, on his neck for 9 minutes, and Donald Trump, he has, ever since all that, since he has refused to take the COVID pandemic seriously, he did the lockdown and the restrictions led while the cases were tens of thousands of COVID cases, and as a result, overall the testing was late, and overall Donald Trump, he has, ever since he lost to Joe Biden, he has claimed that the election was rigged and stolen from him, and millions believed that, and as a result he has incited an insurrection which resulted in a massive protest at the Capitol Hall, and as a result there have been huge protests, riots, and some of the protesters went to the building, started rioting, they broke in, and as a result of the riot which took place on January the 6th, 5 people were killed as a result. So Donald Trump, he has lied about the election being stolen from him. He has lied about the politicians around him, the Democrats, the Republicans, and as a result, most of his supporters believed his lies. Anyway, let's talk about Joe Biden. Joe Biden, he has made promises that he would undo the Muslim ban that Donald Trump has done. He would rejoin the Paris Agreement. Ever since Donald Trump has withdrawn from the Paris Agreement, Joe Biden, he would ensure there's no cuts to the Affordable Care Act. I mean, he said that he would take the COVID pandemic seriously. He would ensure that there are enough vaccines provided and that he would try and save everybody from COVID. And Joe Biden would ensure that he would undo Donald Trump's Muslim ban and that he would bring people together and not divide them up like what Donald Trump has done. And so far, Joe Biden, however, he doesn't support policies such as Medicare for all, universal health care, and the Green New Deal, and he doesn't support ending the wars. Donald Trump, ever since he ripped the nuclear deal, Donald Trump has, ever since he launched a war on Iran, he tweeted that he would use drone strike against the Iranian cultural sites. What Donald Trump did, it was a war crime, and ever since he incited an insurrection and has lied about many things, he and the Republicans should be held accountable. Anyway, Joe Biden said that he would do things to undo Donald Trump's systematic racism, and however, Donald Trump and Joe Biden, they do not support a Green New Deal, they do not support ending the wars, and Joe Biden, he doesn't support tuition-free college and university, so, and as well as cancelling student debt. So in the US, the prices for prescription drugs, insulin, they're expensive. The cost of insulin costs about $300, whereas in Canada it is $30. And as a result, people can't afford the insulin, the prescription drugs they have. And as a result, people having to go to places such as Canada to get their insulin and all that. So I think that Joe Biden should reduce the insulin prices to $30 or less, so that people can afford the prescription drugs and the insulin that they have, and as well as cancelling student debt. And Ever since Donald Trump lost in the election, ever since he claimed that the election was rigged and stolen from him, his supporters have lashed out at various Republicans, including Lindsey Graham. They were calling him names, and they referred to him as a traitor of the country in the airport. But despite that, Lindsey Graham and the rest of the Republicans themselves have to blame, because they have supported Trump no matter his policies, no matter what he does. And if they did not supported him, and if Donald Trump was impeached by the Republicans, and if he wasn't in office, these riots, protesters would less likely have happened. That's a certain. Ever since Joe Biden is the President of the United States, I'm not sure whether if actual change is going to happen, even though he said that he would rejoin the Paris Agreement and that he would take chances in providing people with equal pay, and that he would take the climate change seriously. He does not support a Green New Deal. He does not support making colleges and universities tuition free. And Joe Biden, people have been calling him things like a socialist. The thing is, his policies, Joe Biden, he's not a socialist, he's not a social Democrat, unlike Bernie Sanders, who openly calls himself a democratic socialist or social democrat. And since Joe doesn't support ending the wars, Bernie Sanders, Andrew Yang, and Tulsi have been against the wars, but whether they're against the wars or not, it is likely the wars would still continue, whether if Bernie, Andrew Yang, or Tulsi gets elected as president instead of Joe Biden. Anyway, despite that, since Joe Biden is the president, he would rejoin the Paris Agreement, take chances in tackling climate change, but what has happened has happened. Well, those are the promises he made. Ever since Donald Trump incited an insurrection, he has been banned from Twitter, and it is likely he has been inciting violence, which led to him being banned. And ever since Donald Trump has condoned white supremacy, supported systematic racism, has lied to many of the people, lied about many things, Donald Trump, he must be held accountable for his actions. That includes the members of the Republican Party. Anyway, despite that, since Joe Biden is now the president, I'm not sure whether things are going to remain the same or change as a result, because ever since the protests and the riots at the Capitol Hall, it is likely that they may continue about years to come, since like another Republican president is elected, like Eric Trump, and things just go on as each president gets elected. If Eric Trump or any members of the Trump family would get re-elected, then they're going to do what Donald Trump did with his policies, and it'll in some cases be a disaster. So anyway, let's just see what happens as years go by when Joe Biden is president. Anyway, I don't just watch news such as the BBC Channel 4 News and the rest of mainstream. I also listen to YouTube political channels such as Philip DeFranco, Kyle Kulinski, aka Secular Talk, the David Pakman Show, and so on. Philip DeFranco has talked about politics, he has talked about celebrities, he has talked about various more about politics. Kyle Kulinski and the David Pakman Show, they have been talking about universal health care. They have been talking about making colleges, universities tuition free. They have been talking about the Green New Deal. They have been talking about various issues such as raising the minimum wage to a living wage, so on. And various more that they've been talking about. So do check out Philip DeFranco, Kyle Kulinski and the David Pakman Show. Links in the description below. And as always, I'll see you again in another video, and that's pretty much all there is to say. Let us hope that things change and that we need a system that brings people together as a nation, and not a system which divides the people up. Anyway, as always,